What's up, YouTube subscribers? It's your boy KSK Sports, and I got another one for you guys. Dumb thought logic. Now, what do I mean by dumb thought logic? I'm not calling anybody dumb. I'm just saying that Shedeur Sanders' best opportunity to start games, be a starter, is definitely with the Cleveland Browns. I'm seeing way too many people, these trade rumors, however real or fake they are. I mean, I need to talk about this head on because I feel like I talked about this last year as well. Not on this channel, but on other platforms. But before I get more into this, if you have not subscribed to the channel, like the video, comment away, let me know what you think about what I'm about to drop. I know it's probably going to be some people that vehemently disagree, and that's cool. If you disagree, just keep it respectful. If you're not a Browns fan, I don't even know why you're commenting on videos like this. If somebody was like, it said something about the Browns, it's like, if you don't like the Browns, just keep it pushing. Like, if you don't like Shedeur, just keep it pushing. If you ain't got nothing constructive to say, or at least like constructive criticism about what I'm saying, or constructive criticism about Shedeur, like, why are you even commenting? Just keep it pushing. I'm just, if anybody says anything, I'm just gonna say keep it pushing. That's gonna be my response, because I do try to respond to everybody. It doesn't matter how much I disagree with what somebody's saying, because I think it's important that somebody says something, that I respond to them to make what they're saying heard, because I like that back and forth, and that builds a community. And sometimes people they're going to disagree, and I suffice to say people are probably going to disagree with what I'm saying, which is fine. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with dissension. Just keep it, just keep it cool. Just keep it, keep it respectful. That's all I ask. But anyways, I'm going to get right into it. Shedeur Sanders' best opportunity to start is with the Cleveland Browns. I mean, it's not even close. Because, look, if you trade Shedeur to another team, he has to learn a whole nother offense. That's my strongest point to him staying with the Cleveland Browns. I mean, he's already having to learn a new system right now. So if you want what's best for Shedeur Sanders, you would want him to be traded to another situation. And let's set the baseline that a lot of people, they think that the NFL, they kind of blackball Shedeur. A lot of people think the NFL is prejudiced, racist, whatever words you want to use, whatever buzzwords you want to use. So if you believe that the system is rigged and the system is messed up, well, why would you what makes you think that it's going to be any different? Now, this is if you think that Shedeur isn't getting a fair shake in Cleveland, which I believe was the case last season. I don't believe that that's the case this year. I think he's given every ample opportunity this year. And I actually think Todd Monken likes Shedeur Sanders more than Deshaun Watson. Now, it might be a decision that is out of Todd Monken's hands, and it might be Jimmy Haslam's decision ultimately, but that doesn't mean that Todd Monken doesn't adore Shedeur. I think he is over the moon for Shedeur Sanders. I think he wanted Shedeur at Georgia. He wanted Shedeur as the backup to Lamar with the Baltimore Ravens. Now he's got an opportunity to coach Shedeur. I think he's like, I could work with this kid. I definitely can mold him into be something that I think he can be a franchise type of quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. And I think Todd Monken and Shedeur Sanders, I think that's a perfect bonding, because Todd Monken is a similar coach to how Coach Prime is. But Todd Monken, he's been in the NFL for a very long time. So he understands the ins and outs. And he's an old school coach. So I like that for Shedeur Sanders. I just don't think that he's going to get that somewhere else. Because I've seen trade proposals. The Jets. It's like, do y'all really think that the New York Jets, let's be real about this. Do you really think the New York Jets in its current form, do you think that the New York Jets is a better franchise for a quarterback? Now, I know the Cleveland Browns aren't the best organization for a quarterback, but the New York Jets aren't either. So you want Shedeur to go from one bad situation, organizational wise. I don't think Todd Monken is a bad coach at all. but you want Shedeur to go from one organization that has been trying to search for a quarterback for eons now to another team that has had similar luck, bad luck, searching for that quarterback one. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to me. That's where the dumb thought logic comes into mind. It's like, where would Shedeur go? That's a better situation than Cleveland, where he can start. Here's the thing. Shedeur could go to a bunch of teams, but he's going to be their backup. That's the thing. If you want Shedeur to be a starter, if you feel like Shedeur should be a starter in the National Football League, Cleveland is easily the best opportunity for him to be a starter right now. See, you got, I mean, why would you want him to go to another place, go through a third coach, another situation that you don't know you don't even know if the coach likes him, you don't know if the owner likes him, you don't know if the GM likes him. Like, what? There's a real possibility if Shedeur were to be traded. Now, this is all hypothetical. If he were to be traded, he would be in a similar position to where he was with Kevin Stefanski last year, where he was, quarterback 4, fighting for his NFL life. Why would you want that for Shedeur? If you're really a Shedeur fan, why would you want him to go to another situation, go through another training camp, go try to compete with different quarterbacks, learn an entirely new system? Let's just say he got traded somewhere. It'd be his third system he would have to learn in less than 2 years. Now, if you are in the developmental stage like Shedeur Sanders is, like, why would you want that for him? That would knock him kind of back to where he was at the start of like April when Monken first got there, when Monken got hired. All this progress that Shedeur done had with this system, the last, 4 or 5 months, from April to August, you would knock all that down because you feel like he's not getting a fair shake in Cleveland, which isn't the case. I mean, a lot of people, they got upset about Todd Monken changing his mind on Saturday, and all the rumors, all the emotions came up again. People are like, oh, here Cleveland goes again. Nah, I'm going to stick up for my Cleveland Browns. All right, Todd Monken made a decision. He then changed his mind. Now he let the media know, hey, I'm the coach. I make the decisions. I'll decide what is what. And it is what it is. It's whatever. You got to respect the man for that. You don't have to like what he did on Saturday, and that's fine. But he owned up to it. He's like, hey, it is what it is. But, like, to think that Todd Monken doesn't like Shedeur, I mean, this is a perfect situation for Shedeur Sanders. A perfect situation. He has a coach that likes him. He's going to be in a system that suits him. He has a GM that went back into the draft. Remember, the Cleveland Browns selected Dillon Gabriel in the 3rd round. The Cleveland Browns went and selected another rookie quarterback, which is unheard of. A 3rd and 5th round pick. So that just tells you that they like Shedeur Sanders a little bit. And my last point is really 31 other teams had an opportunity to pick Shedeur. No other team picked Shedeur but the Cleveland Browns. If a team, they were so enamored with Shedeur, they had ample opportunity to pick Shedeur. And, like, Shedeur's standing around the league isn't what people that love Shedeur think about him. Those are two different things. The league has voted Shedeur 35 out of 35 quarterbacks. Now I vehemently disagree with that. I think Shedeur is better than like 5 or 6 quarterbacks on that list, including Deshaun Watson, who was 31. But the league has stated they don't really rock with Shedeur. So why would you want Shedeur to go somewhere else where the feelings for Shedeur isn't going to be what it is with Todd Monken and Andrew Berry in Cleveland? It's almost like you are writing his death wish if you want him to be traded to somewhere else. He's going to be quarterback 2 probably quarterback 3 somewhere else. He's not going to get traded and he's going to be vaulted to QB1. It's not going to happen. He's going to be buried on the depth chart. And that's like the worst case scenario for Shedeur would be to be traded away from the Cleveland Browns. This is what I don't get. Like it would be an indictment on Shedeur if he got traded away. That's why I say the dumb thought logic. It would be an indictment on Shedeur if he got traded away. That just means that the Browns don't think he could be the quarterback of the future. That is a bad thing for Shedeur. It's not a good thing, folks. It's not a good thing to be traded. It's not a good thing at all to be traded. Unless you're a superstar player like Myles Garrett. All right, that's different. The Rams wanted him, and the Browns are like, all right, Myles ain't really happy here, so let's get something for him. That was a totally different situation. If they trade Shedeur away, then that means it's like, there ain't nothing here. We can't. I mean, they traded Kenny Pickett away. Let's think about that. They traded Kenny Pickett away because they didn't want him anymore. They discarded him to the side. They didn't want DTR. 5th round pick as well. They didn't want him. They discarded him. And then he's out the league. So I'm just saying, just think about it for a second. That's where the dumb thought logic comes in. If Shedeur is traded away to another team, he could end up like DTR. This is why I don't want him traded away. If you are a Shedeur Sanders fan, that is the worst thing that can happen to Shedeur, that he's traded away somewhere else. Just think about that from a logical perspective. Like, I mean, I see some of the comments. I'm trying to be as respectful as possible. But I just don't feel like if Shedeur's traded away, it'd be just like Kenny Pickett. It'd be just like DTR. 2 quarterbacks the Browns are traded away, discarded. They said, we ain't got nothing to do with you guys. You know what? The quarterback that falls most into that alignment that the Browns like to get rid of and trade and get something is Dillon Gabriel. Dillon Gabriel's falling right into what Kenny Pickett and DTR was to the Cleveland Browns. That's more Dillon Gabriel than Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders has a real chance to start for this team this year. Why would you trade away a starter or somebody that you think that could be a starter? That makes 0 sense to me. All right? And he's the best option that the Cleveland Browns have by far. You don't want to start Deshaun Watson. The fan base hates Deshaun Watson. You don't want to start Dillon Gabriel. Dillon Gabriel is a backup quarterback. And Taylor Green is getting no reps at camp. So Shedeur is a clear option at 1. And even if he starts the year at QB2, which I hope he doesn't, Deshaun Watson has not proven that he can last the whole season. So this, I mean, you couldn't tailor make a situation better for Shedeur. If he's not the QB1 to start the season, he is going to be first up. You really think Deshaun Watson is going to start all 17 games to be the QB1? So Shedeur wins both ways. If he's not the starter right away, he's definitely going to get some starts this year to prove himself more, because Deshaun Watson is incapable of playing an entire season. Incapable of being healthy, and also incapable of playing well enough to keep the quarterback 1 position. So I lay my case out there. Let me know what you think in the comments. Am I tripping? Am I wrong? Am I spitting facts? You don't know what you're talking about? Let me know in the comments. KSK Sports rolling out. Peace.